and dedicated to charity. We give back to the community. All over the world, there's different chapters that represent the 501st Legion, and Garrison Carida here is going to represent the states of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and West Virginia. So all the characters that you're going to see out over this weekend is going to be people that live somewhere within Pennsylvania, West Virginia, or the state of Delaware that has traveled here to Steel City to represent Garrison Carida and our love of Star Wars. And again, I'm sure that there's more than 10 people that are fans of Star Wars out there that are sitting here today. But hopefully, there you go. But again, we're just going to talk about what we do. And if you guys are ever interested in doing what we do, all you have to do is approach any one of us out there. Come out to our table, stop one of the characters, and we'll be more than happy to give you more details on how you can actually do what we do. The 501st Legion started off in South Carolina with two guys that made stormtrooper armor back in 1997. And from that day forward, up until today, it's worldwide, and there's about 7,000 members. And it started back in 1997 where two guys wanted to make stormtrooper armor for the first time. And they wanted to go out and they wanted to do some sort of charity where they wanted to give back to their local community down in Charleston, South Carolina. And now, a lot of people around the world have actually banded around that idea of doing charity while dressed as Star Wars. Again, the 501st Legion is Lucasfilm's preferred imperial costuming organization. The events that we do, a lot of them are things like this, conventions, but a lot of things that we also do are LFL releases of merchandise, the movies, which there's one coming out in December, in case you guys didn't know. But a lot of other type of events that we do that are charity-minded, which means that there's some sort of cause behind our appearance, whether it be a Special Olympics appearance, whether it be an autism, whether it be childhood cancer, whatever the case it may be. Those are the events that we participate in just a little way that we can kind of give back. Another event that we do is we do about 12 hospital visits where we actually visit sick, injured, and terminal kids in the hospital. And hopefully, for a couple minutes while we make that visit in costume, kind of take their minds off their worries that they have going on in life. And the members that actually do that type of charity work come from pretty much all different sort of backgrounds, type of occupations. But the one thing that binds everybody together is the fact that the love of Star Wars, love of charity, and the camaraderie that we all get from doing what we do. Now up here, what you have is you have the local command staff of the local garrison. And just like any type of organization, we have club officers, and that's what you see up here. Now, total, there's about 175 members of Garrison Carida, which is within Pennsylvania, Delaware, West Virginia. 80? 178. So we've actually gone up a few members over the past couple of days. And again, the way we actually get our enrollment and get our members is we actually have, there's even one sitting right back here, right behind you. Oh, there he is. Where we actually create our own Star Wars costumes. And one of the ways that we do that is through assistance from other members. And if it wasn't for that assistance, you can just imagine how hard it would probably be to create something like this sitting back there. But due to the help of the members that we have, we go ahead and try to get new members and assist them in getting their costume, getting it up to the level to where it'll be approved by the 501st Legion. And that's not an easy task because, again, the 501st Legion has some very strict guidelines for accuracy of costumes. And the reason why that is because we want that impression when we come to events like this, to where the characters just step right off of the screen. And again, that type of accuracy is what the fans are looking for. Now, way down there on the end is Jason Romanoff, Jason is our captain of the guard, which pretty much, he enforces all of our policies within the garrison, within the 501st Legion. Next to him is Wally Peters, who does a lot of the checking out and the verification of the costumes to make sure that they do meet that 501st standard. So again, when it does come to costumes, that's the guy that can answer any question on details. Pretty much everything from a Darth Vader to a Stormtrooper to a Clone Trooper to a Jawa, everything in between, that he knows the ins and outs of all that. Next to him is Dan Belts, and Dan does all of our public relations. So again, the events that we do, we try to publicize those so that fans like you know where we're going to be. You can come out and see us and we can interact with you. Next to him is Mike Bryant, who's my XO. And again, he kind of makes sure that he keeps me in line and makes sure that I do what I got to do. Next to him is Becca Chen. And Becca is somewhat new. Becca actually, as of this time last year, was actually sitting right where you guys are sitting. And now Becca is in charge of our charity. A lot of the things that we do, as I said, is charity related. And we keep track of that. And we don't brag about it, but we do keep records so that, the 501st Legion and the public is aware of all the stuff that we do for the community. To my left is Dave Castellano, who does keep our website up and running and keep it running smoothly. And I do suggest that everybody grab a card on your way out and go onto our website and check it out, and you'll see all the things that we do. You're going to see where we're going to be at, and you're going to see, you're also going to see the different charities that we have supported, and also how you can get involved with what we do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Wally to maybe talk about maybe some of the helmets and the costumes,